Hello and welcome to Generation Fire. This is the introductory episode, and this is the episode where I get to talk to you a little bit about myself and my plans for this video podcast. My name is Daniel Shin. I'm a surgeon and real estate investor. After a couple years of practice as a full-time urologist in Southern California, I found myself burnt out, disillusioned, and financially handcuffed to my job. At the time, I was working 60 hours a week and commuting 10 hours on top of that. I really wanted to change, but I had no idea how to actually go about doing that. And the costs of my lifestyle at the time meant that I couldn't just stop working. Out of desperation, I turned to podcasts, much like this one, on my commute to fill the time. I went through a couple of podcasts, but once I found the ones that focused on the financial independence community, I quickly fell in love. I just loved the optimism I found in that community that was matched with a seriously nerdy level of actual data and spreadsheets. It didn't happen at once, but after hundreds of hours of education, I started gradually making intentional changes in my life and finances. Now, just a few years later, I'm a part-time surgeon and a full-time real estate investor on the fast track to financial independence. My life right now is radically different than it was just 5 years ago, and I'm in a much better place for it. So I'm starting this video podcast, Generation Fire, to invite you on the journey with me. And the message of this podcast is really simple. There are three main messages. Number one, you can become financially independent no matter your circumstances. And number two, the journey to financial independence can revolutionize your entire life, not just your wallet. And number three, and perhaps most important of all, a life of intention and purpose is within your grasp. You just have to claim it. So thank you for coming on this journey with me, and thank you for listening to episode 0 of the Generation Fire video podcast. Stay tuned and make sure to subscribe so you can hear the next episode in which I go into a little bit more about my backstory.